Kicking Total Granny's Ass. That way, that is the title of the show, basically. That looks pretty cool. Let's use that. So it's called Kicking Granny Tobo's Ass. That is the title, right? But yeah, Kicking Total Granny's Ass. Okay, a lot of things happened in this episode. Hold on a second. Let me see if I fix that. Okay. A lot of things happened within this episode. Now, of course, it came out a while and I took a while to watch it, but a lot of things did happen and a lot of things have to be dealt with and spoken about. For one, the show is always and will always be one of those shows that are extreme, that are beyond me in terms of how brilliant they are, or it is. I'm sorry about that. Okay, first things first. Those are a lot into. Let's talk about the fact that towards the end of the episode, or at the end of the episode, Ukuran, Momo, and Momo's grandmother are having a celebratory dinner of some sort, to celebrate after the ordeal of defeating Tobo Granny. Now, they're having dinner and they're eating crab. And for some weird reason, Momo and her grandmother are fighting, to get the biggest pieces and all that. And my man Ukuran is doing nothing. My man Ten is not eating. Because he's like, after the ordeal, after seeing crab, try to eat me, big as fuck, getting boiled, and all that, he can't find his appetite. Now, when you think about this, Momo's quench appetite for crab, she had it while it was a spirit. While they boiled that spirit that was chasing them, that took the shape of a crab so they could cross some sort of river or whatever it was. When it was boiling, Momo wanted to take a bite out of it then and then. And it's a spirit. Bear in mind, when the show runs, when Ukron is transformed, when Granny Tobo is chasing them in modern day society, in the modern day streets, all that everyone does that don't see spirits actually see explosions and these two running. There's even a scene where a girl's like, "Oh my god, he's giving her a piggyback ride," and she takes a picture of this. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but I think it's gonna come out towards somewhere along the show. That picture's gonna come out, and Momo Ukuran gonna feel all mushy and gushy about it because it will show that the camera captures Ukuran in a normal state, just running on his feet, and it captures Momo on top of his back, all comfy and shit. So that will be interesting. But the show itself, it starts off in a very light way. These two walk into the tunnel that uh, Tobo Granny possesses. When they get there, of course, the first scuffle is you get in first, which makes it a great dynamic duo. And the fact that while they're doing all that shit, there's banter between them, so it makes it more interesting. That shows the promise of a great relationship. Two people give each other banter. Two people are willing to joke around each other, and that's the promise of a great relationship. Anyway, they get into the tunnel. I'm doing spoilers now. They get into that tunnel, and they find these two gigantic heads of Tobo Granny on either side of the tunnel. I mean, these guys are trapped in the middle, and I'm like, the detail, giant fucking head. The show never ceases to amaze me. Straight off the gate scenes, there is no moment for calmness. What the show does is found balance between action and calmness in a way. You'll get moments where everything is calm, where not a lot of shit is happening, and you're like, okay, I see what's going on here. And that usually lasts less than a minute, and then back to the action, back to the extremities. Like my man Ukran wouldn't eat a crab, but this nigga took a bite out of a grandma's titty, fam. He took a bite out of it. This nigga hasn't even had a proper sexual experience, and he's already had titties in his mouth. And it happens to be a grandmother's titty, who happens to be a spirit. This nigga is so powerful, so powerful. Granted, he can see spirits and all that. He took a bite out of a spirit's breast. Spirit got so pissed, so spooked, it possessed him to prevent it from getting bitten in the tit, and went on to remove its tits, if I remember correctly. Those were tits, right? Or was it his clothes? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, after all that, And there's even a scene where she was like, Togo Gwen was like, "You cannot use my own power to defeat me." So she gave that dude his balls back. But then again, he transformed again. So my question is, did she give him his balls back temporarily? Then again, initially she was like, "You gotta defeat me to get your balls back." So towards the end of the show, the end of the episode, when Momo's grandma wants to see if my boy has his balls back, he refuses to show him, which gives me the illusion that he has his balls back. But there's a little snippet, there's a little clip at the end where they're like, "Dude, where your balls at?" One thing about this show is the aliens have not shown up this episode and the last episode. We were mostly focused on Granny Tobo or Tobo Granny. Now, Tobo Granny is gone, fam. Or is she? I don't know. I'm assuming she's gone. And if she's gone, aliens are finna come in. And if aliens are finna come in, who's gonna be the next level villain and shit? My assumption, not read the manga or anything, there has to be some sort of witchy hunt that's gonna come and try to get revenge on Granny Tobo's disappearance. That's my assumption. And we'll find out. If this guy's balls is not gone, that means Granny Tobo is somehow alive, which makes the show even more interesting. So overall, this show is peak anime, really peak. Dandadan, 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 dan, dandadan, 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 dan, dandadan, 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 dan, dan. Ooga, 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 bugga, I have to say the theme song is really catchy. It's got all the poppy vibes. There's that scene where they're dancing, and that scene where they're running Tobo and shit. What's interesting, Granny Tobo is actually voiced by I don't remember her name, the lady who does Monkey D. Luffy. Awesome. And Tundro, the guy who voices Tundro, voices Okarun. So it's got some legends in this thing, bros. Legends. Probably why it's great. Anyway, folks, I don't know what more I could say about the show. Like, since the fourth full episodes have been out, the show has been peak ever since. Godly peak level of peakness. Like, there isn't a dull moment in this show. There isn't a bad moment. Everything is peak. And our dynamic duo keeps getting closer and closer and closer. Now there's a picture of them piggybacking each other somewhere out there. I don't know when we're gonna see it, but we're gonna see it. They wouldn't have shown that detail if they were not gonna show us that. So we're gonna see it. And when we do, my brother, it's gonna be lit. And of course, the ending was pretty nice. It almost seemed like they were saying their goodbyes, like goodbye, 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 goodbye. And then Momo says, "See you tomorrow." And my dude's like, "Okay," and he's happy. And they didn't want to end, basically. So it's a good thing. So let's be proud of this. Like, these kids have gone through a great deal. Like, Momo's first chance at second base, basically almost getting laid, an alien tried to rape her. And Ukran's first chance at second base, a witch took his balls. And he sucked on it with his boob. Took a bite of it, sucked on it, doesn't really matter. He had his grandmother's boob on his mouth. That's fact. So, yeah, show is fucking weird and awesome. So, if you are looking for supernatural witchcraft, how do I put this? Explicit content? Like I said last episode, if my man Brooke from One Piece was in here, he would be bleeding. Blood would be gushing out of his skeleton. I don't know how it would be, but it would be gushing out because there's so much nudity in this shit. Well, it's not nudity, but like a dude took a bite out of someone's titty. So I don't know what you call nudity. So yeah, awesome show. Crazy. Go check it out. You haven't missed out. It's 4 episodes in, like you see. So there's more. There's an episode coming out soon, episode 5. So we'll check that out. Anyway, assalamu alaikum. Salute. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Have a nice day. Look after yourself. Be grand. Be great. Be courageous. Be brave. Chase your dreams before they chase you out of the multiverse. Yeah, I'm saying them stupid shit. But adios. Remember to hit that like and sub button. This has been your boy Reese Chanson. This is Anime Watcher. Watcher. What we have, from my understanding, we have 22 subscribers. So be that 423 on the way to 500. Bye.